Hello there, fellow Hope Chats. It's been a long while, and I do want to ask for your forgiveness for not being able to be with you in the challenging times, not in these challenging times. Because and I'm sorry, I'm still sick, but I had to record this. This is gonna be a low effort video on the side of editing and stuff. I'm just gonna do some simple cuts and just upload it. Okay, so first of all, thank you very much. I did realize you guys do care about my opinion on the matter and my analysis on some situations, so we're going to have that. I'm going to talk about the shit show we had, and I'm going to talk about most of the things we have been through these weeks, and I did post a few times on the subreddit and try to explain why I was away, and I am still away. I had to kind of pick myself up and just record this video. So here's the thing, not to drag it out too much. The first thing that was happening, I was invited by the Japanese embassy, by the Japanese government in my country, to give speeches and be present at a manga event that you can probably see on the screen, the explanations and shit. So I was there, and it was a 1 week thing. It was 5 days back to back, being present and talking to people, giving the speeches, and just it was amazing. But at the last day, I had a cold. I got a cold, whatever. And it does seem to be a virus that is now being rampant, and in the place I am right now, that I was kind of okay, but it just came back again. I have no understanding of why. I just have to rest supposedly. So I wasn't dooming at any point that anything was happening. First of all, I'm gonna talk about whoa, it's been a long while. I'm gonna talk about it's gonna be spoiler free too. 139. Before that, I'm gonna talk about the key visual and how it doesn't even matter that we actually see the necro keys, because hey, imagine you are an anime only, you need to know what happens, and come on, we have to get past the second timeline to get to the third timeline. You have to show something of the second timeline, and so we get to the third timeline. It just doesn't make sense. We know the story, we know the AOE thingy, but come on, not the vast majority of AOT people have no idea. And look, people arguing online about anime, they are not the main audience of anime. The vast majority of people that argue about anime and talk about their opinions on anime and stuff on social media and over the internet are not familiarized with AOE, the theories, or anything. Let's just move one step forward again. And the vast majority of people that do watch anime and read manga do not talk about it online. So it's a two-step thingy. All in all, the vast majority of people do not talk about it, and the vast majority of the people that do talk about it are not familiarized with AOE. I made a debunk video on C Tactics recently. That debunk video didn't get many views compared to the C Tactics video. Like a huge chunk of the people just think AOE is what C Tactics talked about. A very nice guy, but pretty uneducated on AOE. Very uneducated on AOE. And this actually reverberates in the community, across the community. So they have to have a understanding of what is happening. There's going to be backlash if they are not showcased. They don't see what happens and how we get to the third timeline. They need to know what triggers all of it. So we have to see, in my opinion. I have been saying that for a long time, and that ties into the major doomium stage of the subreddit, that even Tensa was dooming, and I was like, bro, what? Why you? You are one of the reasons I got into AOE. But anyway, we all have bad days and shit. But here's the thing: the dialogues from 139 appearing in the script, and by Mima-san nonetheless, the very source of opium, the most major source of opium, again doesn't prove that AOE is not going to happen. Why? Because I do think we have to see what transpires in the manga timeline. As an anime only that's going to watch the anime, you have to imagine, you have to take into account their point of view. They have to see what happens. If they do not see what happens, why would they even care about the third timeline? What would explain the third timeline? Why would Eren choose to decide to trust in himself and just do the whole thing, the full thingy? And what would they have to compare that to if they do not see what happens as a result of the not completed rumpeling that Eren does? So, not complete, let's say. So, even the last panel of the manga, if it appears in the scripts and we see that, it's kind of okay. No, that's completely okay with me. I have no issue with that. That has to appear. It's better that appears. There is going to be mass confusion. And the vast majority of people are not going to rely on me and you to actually understand what AOE is. We can claim that, hey, we were Hope Chats since long time ago, but that's a different thing. I do understand many of you hate the ending so fucking much, you don't want to see anything from it. But again, the ending was poorly executed. But the ideas, the main themes of the work of Attack on Titan Shingeki no Kyojin were actually being executed there, were existent there. But it was a very, very poorly executed ending to the story, let's say. So this is one thing. And let's see, the 139 situation is all I have to say on the matter. And I do understand that major dooming stage that we saw there, and I even made a post about it. Let's just go forward again. I was going to talk about the runtime. I have a video on the runtime. Do let me know in the comments if you do want to see the video edited. That's from 1 month ago roughly, not including new information, but I did talk about, I do not remember exactly what I talked about, but my position has been and it will always be that considering that how much dialogue there is, even if 90 minutes core 2 would actually suffice to showcase the whole AOE thing. Okay, on the runtime we have 0k actually going full math batshit crazy and proving that hey, you don't need that much time, and they actually had a leak too that they showcased that it was 136 or 137 ends at what was it, 20 something minutes, and you have all the rest for the whatever the shit you want to do. The heck you want to do. Again, points towards AOE. It's the leak they have, it's the cut numbers they have, and they even did the math and shit. And hey, they eliminated the Shingeki party after party that I will be attending to. I will make a community post at when exactly. I'm on the second day. And if you look closely now, they don't have the thingy that showcases that kind of hints towards a 1.5 hour runtime. We still have not gotten a runtime on the anime on the last core, and we are 2 weeks away from the episode. This in itself is proof enough of AOE. Again, in the off chance we see nothing AOE related in the core 2 adaptation, I made a whole video about that. If Isayama decides to go to that, it does seem less likely now, but if he decides to go full mobbed up, or they decide to be more greedy with their money, try to get more money, they could make a movie or something like months away, at the most 3 years away. So 2026 hope chats, I'll be fucking till then if there is no AOE. 2026, December 31, 2026, nothing happens, I stop being a hope chat. But if even there is no AOE, that there seems to be we are going to see AOE here. We're going to talk about the Shingeki Fly situation too. I will actually not stop until 2026, December 31. 30th or 31? I forgot how many days December had. Yeah, 31st. I will not stop fucking till then. No way in hell. Just if you even close up the subreddit and shit, I'll be there. I'll be there waiting all the time. Just doing my shit, but at every couple of months or something I'll be like, yeah bros, it's happening, just wait for it. Yeah, if it doesn't happen, that doesn't seem to be the case. So much screen time we are getting probably this time. And the Shingeki Fly and then the Eren interview situation, again I thank you very much that you do care about my opinion. I didn't think you did care about my opinion enough, so I kind of didn't want to make a video. So I didn't care, I couldn't force myself to make a video being this sick. But anyway, Shingeki Fly, so it's about someone's childhood. This kind of complicates things. We actually saw some of the draft parts for Shingeki Fly, and I made a whole theory video on that, and I do think I posted in, I think I made the English version of it too. I do remember the Farsi version. So here's what happened. Someone's childhood. Oh boy, this makes it much harder. Much harder. Why? Because hey, I thought maybe it's explanations about AOE. It could still be explanations about AOE, but whose childhood we are talking about? And whose childhood would actually tie into AOE? Eren's childhood? Mikasa's childhood? It kind of seems to be a spin-off right now. If that's the case, they're gonna probably give us AOE in the second core and that's it. I'm very confused as to what Shingeki Fly is going to do. I made a whole theory. It does seem my theory is going to go out the window. It can be the childhood of the reborn Ymir maybe? You know, the whole history of Eren, bim bim boom boom, obviously in Farsi, the born sex in contrast to the Cobbin sex. Eren's like, bro, the Cobbin sex wasn't as good, nearly as good as the born sex was. History does seem like that innocent kinky type, but anyway, I'm not gonna go into the sexual stuff of people here. Probably, in my opinion, it could actually be about the child, if we're going to AOE, the childhood of the child that is born, the Ymir reborn and stuff. But if we are going to go with the spin-offs and what the general AOT community likes, that's probably going to be Levi's childhood, because no one's childhood is going to be as interesting as his. And they kind of forgot about Erwin at this point. And he would be a good choice too, but doesn't seem to be that likely. Let's move towards a peculiar situation we have with the interview of Eren Yeager, and this is the first time in the anime industry, and the first time in, I'm not sure in other media too, but I have a huge issue with the whole situation. It's about professional work ethics. What are you going to ask Eren? Why didn't you kill off the last 20% of the people, and they're going to you weren't as ethical in your work as you were because you left 20% of the population alive or something like that? Like, bro, you had a duty to exterminate the whole human race population, but you didn't decide to do it, but you didn't carry that out, so now you are not going to get the employee of the month and your picture is not going to be hang out back there. That's kind of weird to me. I am very confused as to what they're going to actually ask Eren. I'm going to make a video right after it appears. I'm going to try to even stream it online. Let's see if we can actually do that. And the whole situation with the marketing of Attack on Titan baffles me. It does seem to be the most complicated and most intensive marketing, but at the same time we get no screen time, no nothing, no shit, no PV. Where is the PV? Probably in 2-4 days, in my opinion, on 23rd of October, maybe, along with the interview. But we haven't had that. So I'm going to call this video Digest AOE or 139. I don't know what I'm going to do. And another situation that we have, was it Shingeki Fly? I forgot to mention that. They're talking about the final drafts. It seems like to be the path when you look at it. It could also be like a cave or something. Caves could go hand in hand with Levi, could go hand in hand with the child we see at the very end of the Attack on Titan manga. Kyojin, Attack Titan. We have to see about that. Let me check if I have left anything. I have bullet points too of the stuff that I wanted to talk about AOE. So it does seem to be nothing else. Let me just check something else too. Oh, Linked Horizon. Okay, yeah, I knew I forgot something. Linked Horizon coming back. Okay, then I'm not particularly a fan of Linked Horizon that much myself. Don't kill me, don't lynch me, don't kill me. I just hold on to your mob ideology right now. I just don't. It's not really my preference, to be honest. But them coming back and tying that into AOE, that's something that I do vibe to with and I do enjoy. So in my opinion, them coming back. If they do, because they reacted to, I just saw that on the subreddit, them reacting to some posts and stuff, that could be interesting. But in my opinion, on the music side of things, I don't know. We are going to get an opening? Man, imagine the opening or the song playing when Eren goes berserk or we see the divergence point or anything. But yeah, that was the whole thing I had to say about all these situations. And we have to, there's not much time left. I wanted to do a whole lot of stuff. Who was calling me now? Yeah, I wanted to do a whole, okay, I have to check my, check my phone. So thank you for watching, and there is not much time left. I was going to do a whole lot of stuff, probably a stream reading some of the theories that I left out and I never read, and if I can and if my body allows me, because the current situation is not that good. Okay, then I'm getting a phone call. Have a nice day and bye for now. Thank you for watching. Shabbatum Bakhair.